an Ironic Media production. Visit us at ironickmedia.com.
You're crazy, man. You're a loser. Playoffs?
It's the Marc and Lowell Show.
The Marc and who?
Starring the meteorologist who does it for the viewers.
Smoke!
Lowell Meltzer.
Can you get out of here?
And the man who rides the coattails of his friends and family. Marc Ronick.
Hey guys, it's enough with the amplifier.
And now, here they are. Radio's equivalent of a dial-up connection.
Hello, boys.
Marc and Lowell.
We are back with the Marc and Lowell Show. I am your host, Marc Ronick. Here with me, as always, my co-host, Lowell Meltzer. Hello, Lowell.
Hello, that felt a little more natural.
A little more like the old days with a little more maturity behind it.
Yeah, and I wasn't sensing a thee there.
Yes, there was no thee there.
Yeah. We'll touch on this for the next probably like 10 or 12 episodes, and then we'll get into the groove. Yeah.
I'm sure, yeah. So on this episode today, we talk a lot about getting older.
Yeah, but it's not depressing. It's just pointing out, funny things that we're starting to notice when we look in the mirror.
Signs of aging, looking in the mirror.
Yeah, and what to do about it.
And what to do or not to do about it. So yeah, we talk about that. We also do some listener Q&A. We had posted in our Facebook group. We had posted asking people to share their questions, and we also we were doing a live feed, so people were asking us in the chat as well. So we got all sorts of questions, which led, of course, Lowell, somehow to my emergency airport pee story.
Yeah, and I think we really should just leave it at that. It's quite a story. I mean, it's going in one direction, and you think it's, pardon the pun, with a P, but you think it's going in one direction, and it takes a complete 180.
Yes.
Yeah, it really goes off the rails, but in a mature way, of course.
Yes, and of course, yes.
Yeah.
And by the way, we also celebrate a Marc and Lowell milestone on this episode, so stick around for that as well.
Yeah. And if I may throw this in, as long as we're just going to get a teaser in, we also talk about my kids being brats, and then it brought us into stories of when we were kind of their age or a little bit older, and we were brats as well. So what goes around comes around.
This is a jam-packed episode, so stick around. Let's get to it. Here we go.
Resistance is futile. It's the Marc and Lowell Show.
So you just had a birthday.
Mm-hmm.
I just had a colonoscopy.
Right.
And I've been looking in the mirror and looking at pictures and video. With my new business, I'm doing a lot of content now, and I'm looking at myself a lot now.
I know.
And seeing the gray in my hair and the wrinkles.
Yes.
Seeing the gray in like my chest hair and maybe other places here and there.
Yeah.
I'm not doing so well with that part. My hair is what's really bugging me when I'm seeing pictures of the back of my head or the side,
right?
And seeing all this gray. I'm like, wait, do I really look that gray? Because when I look in the mirror, I don't feel like I look that gray.
Yeah, same thing. Like I've been letting my beard grow like 2-3 days and then shave it.
Yeah.
And like when I get on like that third day, it's like a lot. It's like all gray.
That's what Amy was saying. Well, your beard's like all, because I was thinking of coloring my hair.
Wow, but see, I can't see.
Yeah, you can't see, but it's more like the sides and the back.
Allie says it adds a lot of character.
Amy says she finds it attractive.
Yeah, that's what Allie said to me too.
Yeah.
So,
but
it's
I was
the whole
thinking
George
about it.
Clooney thing.
I guess so. Yeah, if that's what it's going to take, that's fine. But I was thinking about coloring my hair, and she's like, well then, because I let my stubble stay.
Right.
And it stays enough to where that you can see some gray.
Sure.
And she's like, well, if you do that, then you got to grow your beard more and then color your beard. I'm like, my beard isn't that gray. And then I look, and it's like, it's pretty fucking gray.
And if you get into coloring your beard thing, that's a whole...
I know. And I don't want, but maybe I should just shave it all more often now.
To be honest with you, you want to look young.
Yeah.
You don't have a beard.
I know. That's the key.
And I've noticed that, like, I'll tell people that, I just turned 48, and if I'm clean shaven, they're like, no way.
Yeah, me too. I still get that too. Yeah.
So I think the way to making yourself look young is to have no beard.
Yeah.
And I know beards are in now, and I have nothing against beards. I'm not talking full on beards.
Right.
I could never do that.
I don't
just
think
don't
I
have
could
the
do that.
patience for it.
Yeah.
But like, a shadow,
Yeah, that's what I like, having shadow.
You have a shadow for a little bit, or clean shaven is when
I
you
just
look
don't,
your
and I don't
youngest.
like, and I'm really not. I don't feel like I'm this vain, but I'm talking about it makes me sound it. I don't love how I look clean shaven. I like having the shadow.
Yeah, but if you want to look your youngest,
Yeah.
clean shaven is the way to go.
How do you feel? Are you embracing your aging, or is it bothering you?
The things you mentioned, same thing, like looking at old pictures,
Yeah.
looking at myself in the mirror.
Yeah.
I feel like I have on and off days, right?
Right.
Like sometimes you look in the mirror and you're
Yeah.
like, I look pretty good.
Yeah.
I look great.
Yeah, I mean, I'm in the probably physically one of the best times in my life. I'm in one of the best shape of my life.
Yeah, so you feel good.
Yeah.
Like, yeah. But then other days you're looking like, man, I look old.
Yeah.
What's going on, man?
Yeah,
I look
sometimes it's pictures.
old.
It's really pictures that does it when I see some pictures.
I know, yeah. You look at pictures when we're like 16 and stuff like that.
Yeah. I know.
It
That's when it
hurts.
really hurts.
It hurts. You don't realize it at the time, but
Yeah. The wrinkles and stuff.
yeah,
It's
I mean,
like, ugh.
I have tried, and Allie's given me a lot of good things, like, and they make all kinds of men's products now.
I know they do.
I know we're getting deep into the
That's okay.
minutia here, but yeah, there's like nighttime stuff that you can wear, and I put on a moisturizer every morning too. So
Wow. See, Amy has encouraged me. She's bought me some stuff.
yeah.
I've just been lazy, I guess. I don't.
The nighttime things especially do help. Sometimes if I haven't used it in a while, I'll look, I'm like, man, I'm getting like these wrinkle things like under my eyes.
Mm-hmm.
I'll use these potions that Allie gets me, and like 2 days later, they're like all gone. And I'm like, oh, okay, it does work.
Yeah, I
So
should probably just bite the bullet.
they
and
make
start
all
doing
kinds
that.
of men's
I know.
stuff
I
now,
know. It's
too.
just a matter of my routine. I mean, it's a typical guy. It's like
I
my
know.
routine. It's like brush my teeth, floss, wash my face and hands, and go to bed.
You see, for me, and maybe this is what makes it a little bit different, is I shave more than you.
Yeah.
So like
Yeah.
a lot of times I'm like shaving a lot. So as part of my shaving routine,
Exactly,
I have these moisturizers that I put on after
Yep.
I shave. So and then I just put them all over my face rather than just where I shave.
Right.
So
Yeah, that's true. So, and if I'm going to be shaving more, then maybe I can incorporate that.
shaving
more.
is such a pain.
It's
in
such
the
a pain.
ass.
That's another reason why I like letting it grow.
Right, because like Reid watches me shaving. He's like, when am I going to shave? I'm like, dude, you want to wait as long as possible.
You don't want to shave, buddy.
You don't want to shave
Yeah.
at all.
Yeah.
He's like, his new thing is, I'm not going to be your friend.
Oh, really?
Every
To
time,
you too.
Every time I tell him what he doesn't want to hear,
Yeah.
he's like, I'm not going to be your friend. You know, he's really into right now. And maybe if our audience can help, I would really appreciate
Yeah.
because I know our audience is into different stuff. He's really into Pokemon cards
Oh, yeah, really?
right now. And I got to tell you,
Interesting.
so I bought him a couple things for Christmas and they were very difficult to find. He wants all the valuable cards, right?
Yeah.
So we look on eBay all the time and I'm like, dude, I'm not buying you a $80 Pokemon card. I'm
Right,
just
I
not,
know.
'cause
I
you'll
know.
trash
It's
it.
crazy.
Right. So they have like things where you can buy the individual packs and things like that. So I bought a couple of those things to give them for Christmas or Hanukkah and Christmas. But kids getting a little bratty these days. Like I took them, we went to Walmart and I bought him a pack, got home and I guess it wasn't a good pack.
Oh, yeah.
And he was like all pissed.
Yeah.
He's like, this is junk. I'm like, hey, you know what? Won't buy you any more again.
Yeah.
Ever again. And then he gets all mad. You know, like the kids are just getting a little bit.
I mean, I'm
Bratty.
pretty sure, at least I can't speak for you. I'm going to guess you might have done that once or twice too, but I feel like I definitely did that once or twice as a kid. But
Oh, yeah, I'm sure. But
like
yeah,
a
now I
garbage pail
understand.
kid set, you have like
Yeah.
all of the ones already, or it's like all shitty ones. It's like,
Yeah.
fuck.
Yeah, and then but like your parents bought you all those cards, and then you're gonna complain
Right.
to your parents that
Yeah.
like, yeah, it's great, I got all these cards, but I didn't get this card.
Do you know?
Thanks a lot.
I feel like I've told this story, but maybe I haven't. I was fortunate that my parents bought me a car when I got my license.
Right.
Right. Now,
Wait,
you-
after the blue car?
No. I mean the blue car.
The blue car,
That's what I was
yeah.
going to ask you. I'm
Yeah.
like, you've got to remember the blue car.
Come on.
Right.
Are
so
you serious?
It was a Nissan. Yeah, we have talked about the Nissan Stanza,
Yeah.
but I don't know if I told this particular story. So it was a Nissan Stanza sedan.
Mm-hmm.
It was like a light blue-ish kind of
Right.
car. It was like just a big box on wheels.
It was like a box.
Yeah.
It was a box. We spent a lot of times
Oh,
driving in that
a
car.
lot of times
Yeah.
in that car, especially because it was a great vehicle for like packing up shit in the back.
Yeah, because it had room in the
had a
back
lot
and
of room.
everything. And we used to go down to WAVA all the time in that thing.
Yes.
To see Marc Anthony at
Yes,
night.
we
all
did.
the time.
We
Yeah.
did. You're right. The thing about it was when I first got it, so appreciative and so happy and couldn't believe that my parents got it for me. They got it for me before I even got my license. I was already had my learners, so I could
Right.
practice on it.
Right.
The problem with it was that once my friends started seeing it and started laughing at it,
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it was...
I wasn't too appreciative.
Yeah, it wasn't a cool car.
Right. It was not a chick magnet.
Not at all. Like, not at all. But it was a car.
And I don't even remember what I said, but I do remember going to my mom and being like, I can't take this car. It was kind of like Reid's like,
Yeah.
this is junk.
Right.
I was kind of acting that way at 15 and a half years old. And I remember my mom was so pissed off at me for, I mean,
tore
how
into
can
you.
what the
Yeah.
little
Do you
spoiled-
know half your friends aren't even going to get a car?
Yeah.
Are you kidding me?
Unbelievable. Yeah.
Yeah,
I
no,
was
I know.
not-
It's a kid thing. I don't know what it is. I really don't know.
It's just because when you're a kid, it's just you think the world revolves around you.
You do, and you just think that you're entitled to everything, and kids just it's brutal, man.
Brutal.
Oh my God, your show is so awesome. But
The Marc and Lowell Show.
Since it's been a while, I did post in Facebook. And by the way, gang, anybody who's watching, listening live, feel free. Now's your time if you've got specific questions for us. But I did put it out there with the Facebook group if they had any questions for us. So let's see. Well, Alex Bolmash asked, with the show taking a year-long hiatus and plenty of time to pick up new hobbies, what hobbies did you pick up?
No, I mean, I didn't. I doubled down on my crypto stuff.
Oh, yeah.
And Jamie and I have the eBay business, so I just doubled down on that stuff. With my crypto, I upgraded some of my graphics cards.
Still
and things
mining,
like that.
huh?
Still mining. Yeah,
Wow.
so didn't pick up too much stuff. We did more cooking and
Yeah.
things like that. But as far as new hobbies, that would be a negative.
I've gotten into a lot of the whole personal development, self-development stuff over 2020.
Yeah, you've gotten into that.
And I did also take on this program called 75 Hard.
Yeah, you did
Yes.
you did the 75 days of stuff.
Yeah, 75 days, 5 critical tasks. The tasks being a gallon of water a day.
Mm-hmm.
You have to read a minimum of 10 pages a day.
Mm-hmm.
You have to work out twice a day for a minimum of 45 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
One workout has to be outside.
Mm-hmm.
You have to take a progress picture of yourself every day. You don't have to share it if you don't want to, but you have to take a progress picture of yourself every day.
Mm-hmm.
And no alcohol, no cheat meals. And specifically follow a diet.
Right.
You have to do that consistently, 75 days in a row. If you miss one, you got to either start over or you're done. If you're not going to start over, you fail.
Right.
Amy and I did it together. Amy, unfortunately, around day 51 or 52, woke up and realized she forgot to read 10 pages the day before.
Oh.
So I finished. Amy is still going.
She's still going.
She's still doing it. She's got like a month, like 30 days more to go.
Okay.
So I'm still doing most of the stuff, actually.
Gotcha.
And I'll tell you, with the gallon of water, this is something I wanted to tell you about.
Right.
Doing a gallon of water a day, you can imagine how much you pee.
Right. And that's my issue.
Yeah. And I would front load. Like I would do as much of the drinking as I could early in the day to try to just get it out of the way to be done, which would help in the afternoon. Then I wouldn't be peeing as much later in the day, but did have to pee a lot. And the first week we started, we took a 10-hour road trip to Tennessee to bring Maya to college.
Right.
And
Right.
so we stopped so much. We had a couple of backup plans. Amy had set up a bucket in the back seat for her emergency toilet.
Right.
And for me, she got me they're these disposable bags.
Yeah.
Okay. And they have a special gel, or actually it's not a gel. It's like these little beads
Right.
at the bottom. And you just whip it out and put it in the bag and pee. And then those beads formulate into a gel, so it basically solidifies the liquid
Oh, geez.
So that this way you don't spill it anywhere.
But like truckers use these?
I think
something?
truckers use it. And it's actually, I was reading the packaging because I was so fascinated by it. It's made by Shiwi.
Oh, wow.
Yes.
All right.
Yeah.
There you go.
So it's just a convenience bathroom thing.
Right.
For you. So yeah. And then I had to tell you, now this, I hadn't started 75 Hard yet. Early August, it was right before I started, I went to Tennessee for a podcast convention.
Right.
Actually met a Marc and Lowell show listener at this convention.
Yes, I think you told me about that.
On the way to the airport that morning, I forgot my wallet.
Right, yeah, and then
Yes.
you had to come back and get
I had
it.
to come back and get it.
Yes. Oh, my God.
Before I realized I forgot, because I forgot my wallet, literally I realized it when I got out of the car, went to get my luggage out of the car, it hit me that I didn't get it.
What a terrible feeling.
Oh, it was the worst feeling ever. But the better part of that story is before I discovered that, we were about 5 minutes away from the airport, and I had been in complete pain because I had to pee so bad.
Oh, no.
Like 30 minutes into the trip, I
Right.
knew I had to just pee. And this isn't because I had a gallon of water, it's just because I drank some water, had some coffee.
Right, yeah,
and,
that typical first
and
pee,
had to really pee because it's early in the morning.
Right.
It got to the point 5 minutes before Matthew was in the car with me. He was, because this way I didn't have to park and leave the car there.
Right.
So Matthew's in the passenger seat with me. 5 minutes to go. I knew, like, I'm at the point now where I'm like, I know if I get up out of the car, I'm going to just piss myself.
Oh, jeez.
That's how, so I was like, I got to pee right now before we get to the airport.
Right.
So I was like, Matt, get in the back seat, because I just didn't feel comfortable with him being up
Yeah.
front. I grabbed my travel coffee mug, which still had a little bit of coffee in it. I whipped it out and just peed in the coffee mug.
Oh, my God. That is, you really had to go.
I had to go, and go so much that I was worried I was going to
Fill it up.
overflow.
Yeah.
So I actually even had to just stop myself. Because I got like most,
Got
but
most,
not all.
Yeah, because it would have overflowed.
And please, no hate, because I realized it after I did it. I think I was just in such a panic and embarrassment. When we got to a light, I dumped it out.
I'm sure you're
the
not
window.
the first person that's done that.
Yeah, but I felt really guilty about it. But here's the thing is I had dumped it out as I think we were pulling away from the light.
Mm-hmm. And it got on somebody's car.
Matthew swears to me, because his window is open in the back, he swears to me he got a little sprayed. I'm like, you didn't get sprayed. He's like, Mark,
It's all over.
I got sprayed.
I got sprayed. Thanks.
So I basically peed on my stepson by accident.
What a nice stepfather you are.
So, okay, let's see. Oh, well, this is the same kind of question. Dan Ware asked the same kind of question. Despite the dumpster fire of 2020 and 2021, what good things have transpired for both of you during the same period? And I think we've basically answered
Yeah, we've
that.
covered that. Yeah, where
Right?
we went from dark times to good times.
Yes. What's the plan for the podcast? Monthly, weekly? We've said that we are going to go back to weekly, just probably shorter episodes. Let's see. Kaz Ashley asks, can I have $10?
We were going to ask the same question.
Yeah, exactly.
We need it because no more Realm.
Is this going to be a YouTube or podcast? Quite possibly both, but we are always podcast first.
Right.
John Crandall asks why.
We covered that.
Well, so I asked him, I said, well, why were we gone, or why did we start up again?
Right.
And his answer is just why. So
I mean, we covered that
Yes,
too. I
yes.
think we were not in the best frame of mind to do the show, and why do it half-ass?
Right.
And let's get back on track now.
Yeah. And then Sean Parks asked if there's any Mandel merchandise buried with the ET video game for the Atari 2600.
Yes, in the big crater in the desert. Yes, it's all buried there.
Yes, I do have some in my storage room here, and
well, once we get fired up, we'll have it back on track.
Let's see. I'm really, like, we got to say to our listeners, we need you guys.
Yeah, we do. And please spread the word.
We've always asked you to spread the word, and we've never really held you accountable for it.
Yeah.
And now it's time. It's like, this is our last hurrah.
Push. Yeah, 'cause it's 5 years, right? Or 6 years? 5 years?
The Marc and Lowell Show. The Marc and Lowell Show.
Mm-hmm.
On January 1st of this year, of 2022, it'll be 10 years.
Oh my God. Are you kidding me?
We launched 10 years ago.
10?
January 1st was episode 1.
Oh, and we still only have 4 listeners. How?
Exactly. So that's why it's time for all 4 of you.
Right.
To start really pushing. And I think that because we're going to do these shorter episodes for the time being, that makes it that much easier to share with people. People will probably give it more of a chance if they see, oh, it's 15 minutes. I can give it 15 minutes.
Sure.
Give it a shot.
Yeah.
So we are looking at you guys and really depending on you guys to help. And we're going to do things for you in return. I haven't even talked to Lowell about it yet, but there are some giveaways and contests that we can put together for you. If you spread the word, you get entries. If you share the podcast with people on Facebook, for example, you'll get entries into the contest, and we're going to give away some cool shit as a thank you for it.
Excellent.
Yeah.
All right, let's get this back on track, baby.
It's time to get shit back on track.
Back on track.
So yeah, we had a good crew for the live thing. So thank you everybody for being here, and we look forward to being back with you guys soon. Doug Meyer says, "Let's do this again."
Yeah, we will.
We will, and we might not. Lowell won't come here every time.
No, but we could do it on Zoom. It'll be fine.
It'll be work just fine. So yes, Doug, we will do it again. And Sean Parks wants a XX T-shirt. Liz says goodbye, and so thanks everybody.
All right,
we'll see you soon.
Resistance is futile. It's the Marc and Lowell Show.
You know, Marc, all this talk about peeing on the road on road trips, it brings me back a little bit. But I was curious, for our listeners out there, if they could share with us any travel hacks that they might have when it comes to emergency bathroom situations in the car, because I feel like we've all been there.
Of course, yeah. So, yes, please do that. And remember, we are trying to keep things a little more mature now, right, Lowell? So,
we've handled it well. Yeah, just you know.
We don't need the gory details.
Right.
I mean, if it has to be a part of the story, kind of similar to I had to tell a part that was a little gorier with the whole pee flying. We just want you to keep it somewhat clean.
Above brow.
If you can.
Okay.
If you can. So if you need to find out where to find us on any of those social media platforms, just go to marcandlowell.com. Until next week, for Lowell Melser, I'm Marc Ronick. We will see you next time on The Marc and Lowell Show.
Bye-bye.
The new 1986 Nissan Stanza wagon. The only wagon with dual sliding doors. And all that easy-to-get-to room inside. Easy in, easy out. The Stanza wagon converts quickly with room for everything. Moves quickly with fuel-injected power. For innovation, the name is Nissan.